Good day, everybody. Today we're going to make some smoked baby back ribs, and it all starts with a good rub to your baby back ribs, as I've done here on both sides. Any rub will do, just as long as it's a dry rub. It will be excellent if you follow this process. So I'm using my Oklahoma Joe grill here, which is a barrel smoker. And I start off by getting some hot coals, and deep inside you will see some wood chips that I will be adding a little bit more to. So we're going to get this to about 250 degrees, and we'll get started to show you how to make the best baby back ribs. Gotta let the fire get really hot, and the coals need to be white before you dump them into the smoke pit, and we'll show you that process as well. Okay, I dropped the coals. I've got my hanging arms on the grill, and I will be inserting this plate on the bottom once I put some wood chips in the grill. So here's my wood chips. I'm using hickory, and hickory is typically good for pork, beef, and chicken. Mesquite would be a little bit too much. I usually use my mesquite pretty much just for brisket, but hickory is a good medium base to use. And all we're going to do is we're going to throw some of these chips on the inside of the grill. Okay, the wood chips have been inserted. The valves are now open, and what I basically did was, as you can see, it's going to smoke really strong, and I put the plate between the hot coals and right on top of the rack right below the arms. So you'll see them in a minute when the smoke dies down a little bit. But as you can see, it is really smoking, which is exactly what we need. Temperature is something you need to be watching. If it doesn't hit over 250, when it does, we'll close some of the valves and keep it regulated. Okay, next is to put these hooks through the meat, and we'll make sure we got these nicely marinated. And what I typically do is I'll go find a good piece of the bone here. Just like that. Just same on this side. There we go. And the reason why I'm putting them on the bottom is because I will eventually flip them, and I'll show you later what that looks like. Okay, my temperature is slowly climbing. It's right at about 150. I will get it up to 250 here in a little bit. I'm just saying it gets a little smokier, but as you can see, this is how they look like when I hang them. And you'll see my metal plate on the bottom. So I'm going to close this up so it doesn't get too hot, and we'll be right back. Okay, now it's exactly where I want it, right about 250, and it's smoking really well, as you can see. This will be the last time I'll be opening it for a while, but I'm just doing this for the video. And this is what they look like. And they'll be cooking, and it's for about a good 4 hours of smoke, and then I will put them in a butcher wrap and let them sit in the grill for another 2-3 hours. Show you what that's like. Okay, so these ribs have been smoking for about 5 hours, and now I wrapped them up in foil, and as you can see, the fire, that little red light on the bottom, the fire is still burning at about 250 degrees. Those are baked potatoes on the bottom tray, which will be a lot hotter closer to the fire than they are based on what these are on top. As you can see, it's, since I've opened it, it dropped to about 150, but it stays at about 250 degrees. So I will close this back up. And as you can see, my grill is very charred, which is the way you want your grill to cure. I've had this grill for probably 3 years now, and it is amazing. Probably the best grill I've ever had. And I will let that warm up a little bit. It'll get 250, and I'll show you the results in a moment.